Hey there, YouTube. This is a review of Crown Powerline 4, straight line 2, and an FM2. I picked these up as part of a large lot that included a set of Cornwalls, Nakamichi, cassette player, and a Yamaha PX3 turntable. Obviously, that's not the Yamaha. This is my latest restoration project. Purchased this for I don't know, next to nothing, because it was just trashed. And it's a good dude. Uh-oh, somebody's doing dishes upstairs. I better be careful. They find me down here, they're gonna make me volunteer. Anyways, when I looked at the pictures on this, I was like, man, you know what, that cartridge looks not like what I saw on the other TP 1020s. And so I bought it just assuming that somebody had upgraded it, and boy, was I right. Somebody put a lot of money into that cartridge. It needed a needle. That's why the previous owners couldn't get it to work. I'm sure it was a Goodwill find. I'm positive. Anyway, so they sent it to me, and it got damaged along the way, so I had to do a little bit of extra work. The tone arm's marred. I'll just paint that black or something. But it's my Survivor. I love it. I'm like a big fan of the Survivors. Anyways, so I've got Alice Coltrane on here right now. It's her trans configurations record. It's a gatefold 2-set. It's a promo copy. So that was another find. Gentleman who sold me this set also included a ton of records, a lot of them being extremely rare. And I'm holding on to those as well because they are good. Very good records. So let's review the Powerline 4. So clockwise is volume up, and it is really interesting. I hadn't seen this before, where you have the frequency analysis display, whatever. It has a low, medium, high on both left and right channel, and when we turn it up, you can actually see what's happening in the stereo. Turn the light off. Now I know this little GoPro is not going to give you a really good sense of what's going on, but here I can tell you that in fact this right hand side is actually, it does have more high in it. Now I thought, okay, crap, something's wrong with it. So I swapped them out from the record player going in to the preamp, and when I swapped them out, it did it on the left hand side. So it is in fact the stereo-ness of the record that's coming through. Anywho, this thing absolutely sounds awesome. When I picked it up, it was connected to the Cornwalls and blew me the hell away. I had never heard something that sounded so crisp. And I'll tell you what, I had these, these are my test bows, and I test a lot of amps using these bows. And I have never heard the bows sound this good. Like, they actually sound like good speakers. Now, you Bose people are probably gonna eat me up for saying that. These are not good speakers, I'm sorry. There's a reason they're my test speakers. They just say Bose on them. They aren't like a genuine, like, I don't know. You know, I had a set of 601 Series 4, and those were Bose speakers. This is, sorry. No, I'm going on a riff here. All right, let's go back to, let's on topic here. So the preamp has tape settings. It has the copy setting. So this is your, you know, you're cutting over to something else, your input setting, your bass, treble, balance, your mode. So this is how it will sound, right? Your mono. So if we turn this to mono, now we're not going to see a difference between the left and right. It's going to be the same. Stereo, anyways, level. So this is your input level, and then your loudness and your filter. Not really complicated. There's no Dolby in it. This is before Dolby. This is 1982. This is early 80s anyways. And the FM tuner is pretty dead simple as well. It has filters, mute, mono, and then it has some presets. Channel scan, when this is down, it'll spin through the channels. When it's not down, it'll just incrementally go up, or if I just, so there it goes. You have to hit it a couple of times. Turn that back off. All right, so that's the review. There's not much to this. It's not very complicated. There's a lot going on the back side of these, but it's all just AV plugs, and you just have to know what to connect where. The cases of these are the original cases that came with the crowns. You did have to buy these, so it wasn't like they came in this. You know, you bought the unit, then you bought the case. You could buy them at one price, but you know, the person who put it together for you was charged separately. Anywho, the rails in these are keep these together so they don't slide. I'm like actually pushing it back and forth, and it's not even notching. The rails are pretty tight. The finish is, it appears to be walnut. You know, you'd be tempted to maybe say mahogany just because of the tone, but I'm fairly certain this is walnut, being a woodworker and all. So beautiful set. If you used to work on these, you used to sell them, you used to own one, or you own one now, man, put a comment out there and tell us about them. I do have the original manual, and if this ends up out on eBay, manual and all the other stuff I got with it, and will of course be included with it. No point in keeping it. So anyways, there you go. By the way, I did want to say that this record is exceptionally dirty. I have not ultrasonicked it. It does have a lot of pops on it. When I'm playing it on my other unit upstairs, it did pop quite a bit, quite frequently. Now, between the filter and this, the really nice cartridge, filter here, and maybe, I don't know that this thing is doing much of anything, but you only hear an occasional pop that it's not able to catch. It's just so good.